Hi everyone. Welcome into the new episode of Peter's English podcast. In this episode, I want to read my new last fairy tale of my ebook Viera the Vampire Girl Diary, where you can read and watch in the same time, or read and listen to in the same time, because it can be an audio and video. The new fairy tale about Viera the Vampire Girl. This will be very interesting. At first, I want to tell you, yes, I can introduce myself. Hi everyone, I'm Peter. I'm 34 years old. I like learning English and doing my podcast. I've been learning English since August 2022. At first, I was learning only English grammar, but thanks to my favorite YouTubers, I discovered that I have to do other things like practicing speaking skills, listening skills, English grammar, vocabulary, and then I've discovered a new big world of English content. I like I like watching movies and series in English. I like listening to my favorite English podcasts and audiobooks in English. I like doing my own Peter's English podcast. Learning English is my hobby. I want to live without language barriers, visit more foreign countries, meet new people around the world. I want to travel without language barriers and have a lot friends with the same hobby, that is learning English. I think real friends, no false people. And I'm doing Peter's English podcast because it's my hobby, and I'm writing my own fairy tales in English because it's the best thing how to practice your writing skills in English and have fun. And I have fun, and I want to tell you people, learning English and doing my podcast and writing my fairy tales in English is my hobby. Do not care about myself, about me, when you don't like it, because it's my hobby. People, it's my hobby. Don't judge me, because it's my business, my life, my thing. Do not care about me when you don't like it. Don't write to me, don't follow me if you don't like it. Write me, follow me everywhere when you like it and you want to learn English with me in the real way. That's it. This episode will be very funny and educational about the true love, and I'm going to read you right now. Let's go, people. But first I have to open it. Here is. I have to wait for where it is. Where it is not here. No, yes, people, don't worry, everything is here. Yes, here it is. Yep, I'm going, because I want to read it, because it's impossible to create fairy tale without preparation, of course, and I'm prepared, and we can start. Let's go. I'm going to read you Tale of Namila the Bloody, Viera Orsak's Diary. I'm going to read you Viera Orsak's Diary. Viera might be prettier than me, more successful than me, and supposedly the most powerful dark demon in the world. Fine, but she hasn't met me yet. My name is Namila the Bloody. I'm a real nocturnal vampire. People say I'm a beautiful woman, pale as a milk and blood, with enchanting eyes. I can shapeshift into anyone I want. You have no idea how much fun I've had or how much money I've made doing it. I feed exclusively on human blood. I don't understand these modern vampires. They live among humans, act like them, disgraceful. They bring shame upon us, real vampires. I'm the queen of the night vampires. I live with my loyal subjects. Thank goodness they're genuine vampires in a luxurious palace I bought myself. You wouldn't believe it used to be a crumbling castle. It cost me a fortune to restore, but now we live there in proper style. I'm a wealthy owner of a women's magazine, popular worldwide and translated into every language. My girls are editors of the magazine. It's publication for strong, smart women. There's one thing I absolutely hate. Men. They think we women exist to be their obedient little servants. Namila wrote her column thoughtfully seated at her office desk. Your Highness, I've arranged a VIP meeting for you with Viera. The owner of the company appointed her as the new executive director, said her personal assistant, who was also a vampire. Oh, I know that story. It was in the papers. Zorina the she-wolf seduced him and wrapped him around her little finger. That girl will do anything for money, even serve men. What on earth are they teaching at vampire schools these days? Namila hissed in frustration. The meeting was scheduled for the next morning. But the biggest surprise was that instead of Viera waiting for Namila, it was her companion, Peter. Viera had no interest in conducting interviews herself. That's what she had Peter, her servant, for. Where's your boss? Namila snapped. Does she not consider it necessary to greet me in person? That's the state of things today. But who she did send? Well, such a handsome young man. Now I understand why she didn't come herself. Thank you, and my sincerest apologies. What's your name, beautiful? Are you single? She fluttered her lashes and smirked. Her beauty, plugging neckline, and flawless legs totally enchanted Peter. In a moment his memory of having a girlfriend named Viera disappeared completely. Namila wore a white blouse with a daring neckline, a short miniskirt, and stiletto heels with sky-high platforms. She perched herself on Peter's desk, crossed her legs toward him, and waited seductively for his reply. While Peter was still stuttering, cheeks blazing red, Namila cautiously applied her crimson lipstick. You're hired, he muttered. Let's keep the formalities and speak casually. I enjoy working with beautiful women like you. Honestly, I've never seen such a stunning woman around here. Peter began flirting with Namila without a clue about the trouble he was walking into. Namila's revenge was going exactly as planned. She began seducing Peter in front of the entire tribe of Viera's female vampires. Whispers spread quickly. Everyone was gossiping about his affair with her. Soon, Peter started cheating on Viera with every member of her vampire clan. Viera felt humiliated. Her jealousy burned as she watched her tribe flirt back. The betrayal pierced deep. Those horns hurt more than she expected. She summoned Peter to her office immediately. Peter, my office, now! Her wild voice echoed with fury, and the entire staff froze. No one ever dared cross Viera when she was like this. Peter, clueless and dedicated to his work, deeply in love with Viera, had no reason to be unfaithful. Do I have a twin walking around or something? Everyone's pointing fingers at me. I'm just doing my job. That's not me. Someone's trying to ruin me. Peter thought as he walked slowly toward her office, hurt and confused. Viera was already waiting, arms crossed and eyes burning. Peter, you traitor! I'm not enough for you anymore. You're having an affair with our new colleague. She follows you around like a piano melody. She flirts. You flirt back. I saw the camera footage. You were kissing her passionately. You're flirting with my girls. I envy every single one of them, and that cow especially. You've shamed me, made me a laughing stock, giving me horns in front of everyone. How dare you? She screamed so loudly, the whole company was roaring with laughter as they heard the drama unfold. But Viera felt no humor, only betrayal, humiliation and heartbreak. Peter was speechless, red-faced and ashamed. I didn't do anything. It really wasn't me. She'll never believe that it was someone else. He thought sadly. You're fired on the spot, you scoundrel. Pack your little plums and get out of my life forever. Get out, you dog! Viera sobbed and screamed as Peter stood in shock, tears welling in his eyes. He knew Viera would never trust him again, but deep down he was convinced someone else had done this. At the time, Peter had been faithfully working on Viera's special project. He was loyal until the end. What now? He wept alone in the street. Peter, come with me. I want to help you. I love you. I won't leave you out here on the street, Namila cried, pretending to be compassionate. Peter was touched by her sudden kindness. If only he knew what a terrible mistake he was about to make. Namila grabbed his hand and transformed into a bat. Peter stared in disbelief. He didn't know such powers were even real. But the moment they arrived at her mansion, the illusion ended. Welcome to your new home, Peter. I've always hated men with all my heart. My plan worked perfectly. Namila smiled with wicked pride. What? What plan? You pretended to be me? You created this drama to humiliate Viera and destroy my life? You witch! Peter shouted at her. Silence, you dog! Go clean my house! Then the pigsty! Don't forget to care for my darlings, my cows and chickens, and if you speak again, I'll drink your blood right now. Get to work! Namila shrieked. That's handled it. Namila laughed proudly. Now, who's the most beautiful and powerful dark demon around? Me, ha ha ha. Time to record a video for Viera. I demand a ransom of 100,000 euros, otherwise I'll drain him. Viera wept in the arms of her best friend Zorina the She-Wolf. I don't understand. How could he betray and humiliate me like this? I feel his love. So what happened? It's all my fault. I gave him too much freedom. I shouldn't be more dominant. He likes strong women. I was too weak, she sobbed. Your Highness, don't cry. Something doesn't add up. This isn't on you, I feel it, Zorina whispered, trying to comfort her. We have a witness who can confirm Peter is innocent, Your Highness. The girls just caught someone shape-shifting. She confessed everything. It was Namila, her assistant, transformed into Peter. They staged the entire scandal. Peter is innocent. Zorina burst out, grinning with relief. Dear heavens, I'm such a foolish, jealous fool. It was all me. I fell for their game. One glance at Peter kissing another vampire and my world collapsed. I lost everything. We have to save my sweet meat right away. She stood tall, tears still glistening. Call to girls, call to werewolves. It's time for action, full arsenal. I'll rescue Peter myself. I humiliated him in front of the entire company. I falsely accused him of something he never did. Now I'll beg for his forgiveness, Viera cried. First, you need to save him. Don't worry, we'll figure it out, Zorina reassured her. I just received a message from his kidnapper. Peter's being held hostage. Namila demands 100,000 euros and you personally in chains. Otherwise she'll drain his blood completely. Zorina gasped. We don't have that kind of money, sobbed Viera. But I do. Ha ha ha, Zorina smirked. My boyfriend gives me everything I ask for. Viera, dressed like a prisoner, shackled and barefoot, walked solemnly across the hard earth alongside her vampire tribe. Shame weighed heavily on her. She had been foolish, tricked, consumed by wild jealousy, blindly destroying the love she once cherished. Her eyes were fixed to the ground. Tears streamed down her face. She truly repented, and now she had no idea what to do. Look who we have here, Namila shouted smugly. The world-famous powerful vampire alive. The queen of vampires and werewolves walking in chains, too ashamed to meet Peter's eyes, staring at the dirt wrapped in filthy rags. What a heartbreaking sight. Come now, Peter, look at your beloved. See how she covers before you in disgrace. My plan worked perfectly. You stay shackled forever, you foolish cow. And your Peter, I'll turn him into a vampire right before your eyes. That will be the perfect revenge. Everything is mine. I've got the perfect new home for you, you pathetic cow, sneered Namila. Behold this cage in the yard, right in front of my palace, without even a roof. That's your new residence. You'll never leave it. At last, you'll be useful, caring for cows, feeding chickens, growing fruit and vegetables, and maybe, just maybe, I'll let you eat. Your precious Peter will be my loyal companion. He now knows I'm prettier, stronger, and far more faithful than you. You threw him all out onto the street over a few harmless flirtations. Shame on you. Namila mocked Viera publicly, surrounded by vampires, broadcasting the entire scene online. She wanted Viera humiliated for the world to see, and the world was shocked. This kind of sacrifice had never been seen before, but instead of being mocked, Viera became a figure of admiration. Her act of devotion moved people around the globe. Protests sparked worldwide, calling for her release. Tears fell from those who witnessed her love. Mom! Mom! Come quick! Everyone come! Shouted her sister Lucia. Viera is being broadcast everywhere. She's in chains, barefoot, wrapped in filthy rags, repenting willingly in a cage on the street. She can't even lift her eyes to Peter. Oh, this is true love, Lucia whispered dreamily. My little girl, what did they do to my little girl? Sobbed her mother. She proved her love for Peter. We won't let her rot in that cage. Call everyone into action. Vampires, werewolves, every one of her friends. Send messages to the true vampires. Ask if they're with us and willing to overthrow Namila. I'm sure they'll vote my daughter as queen. Everyone. This is for my little girl. Move out! Action! She cried with fierce urgency. Viera's public repentance made such a deep impact that even Namila's loyal vampires finally saw her true nature. They'd had enough of her cruel rule. They didn't want to turn humanity against them, and they felt strong sympathy for Viera. Mama, the true vampires are with us, Lucia told her nervously. The final showdown begins when Namila tries to turn Peter into a vampire in front of Viera. Perfect, her mother grinned. Finally something's changed. We've gained massive worldwide attention, sympathy and admiration. Viera is now a global celebrity with millions of fans. we have the support of the entire world. Dear friends of revenge, the final act of victory begins now. Namila announced proudly, broadcasting live across the internet like it was her grand performance. But at that very moment, the crowd erupted in outrage. People expressed open resistance toward Namila. No one wanted anything to do with her. Right on cue, Viera's entire family arrived, flanked by an army of vampires and werewolves. The entire dark world stood behind Viera and Peter. Peter had been deeply moved by Viera's act of repentance. He didn't resent her. He had remained faithful to her till the very end. He seized the house as an opportunity and launched a dramatic trick on Namila. Darling, let's run away together somewhere, he whispered, but first let's have a little fun. Peter played the role of a masterful actor. Namila fell for the performance, embraced him lovingly, until in one swift motion Peter snatched the key, unlocked himself and bolted toward Viera. Namila was instantly captured by her own vampires. Viera, sweetheart, I'm here. Here are the keys to your cage. I'm not angry at you for anything. I love you still till the end. You made an impression on the world. You're the #1 global celebrity. The world is deeply moved by our story. The entire dark realm now praises your name and recognizes you as their queen and goddess, Peter said with pure emotion. Viera was bruised, exhausted from hard labor, starving and thirsty, but one passionate kiss from Peter revived her instantly. My love, forgive me for everything. I'm so sorry. I love you. Do you still want me? She cried. What are you saying? Of course I love you. I would have acted just like you did. I forgive you long ago. Peter replied, voice full of tenderness. He carried her home in his arms. Once she regained her strength, and grand coronation ceremony was held. Viera was officially crowned queen and goddess of all vampires. At the majestic procession, Viera, crowned and radiant, rode atop her great werewolf beside Peter, who held her tightly, afraid she might fall. They were surrounded by family, an army of vampires and werewolves armed to the fangs. Viera rode with pride, humility, and a slight touch of shyness. At least the trial of Namila began. Dear friends, thank you for your incredible admiration and support. I never intended to draw attention to myself, but the power of love for my Peter gave me the strength to come to my senses. I deeply regret everything, Peter. Peter, please forgive me. Viera began her ceremonial speech, broadcast across televisions around the world, having a playful wink just for Peter. For a long time, I've thought about what to do with Namila. After many heartfelt conversations, I've decided to give her a second chance, because we all make mistakes, including me. She must publicly apologize here and now, recognize me as her rightful queen and goddess, and acknowledge Peter as my official boyfriend. Only then will she earn redemption. She will teach English to my new tribe of true vampires and found an English language school in my name. Viera concluded, her voice ringing with grace and authority. Namila stepped forward, visibly humbled. Viera and Peter, please forgive the crime I committed against you. I solemnly recognize you, your highness, Viera, as my true queen and goddess. I accept Peter as your rightful partner. As a gift of repentance, I offer you all my wealth, every last piece of gold and my entire empire. Please accept this as my apology. I have done enough harm, and I truly regret it, she said, her voice full of sincerity. I accept your gift. Viera replied with dignity, then passionately kissed Peter, sparking joy and celebration around the globe. The end. Phew, I've been celebrating this new fairy tale, and I've been streaming and recording my new fairy tale for 25 minutes. What do you think, people? Follow me everywhere. Write me your opinions, but as I said in the start of this episode, please be polite. Follow me and write me if you like my work, my job, my podcast. But if not, I have to repeat myself that learning English and doing my hobby is my thing, my business, and do not care about it when you don't like it. It's my hobby. It's my thing. It's my business. Do not care about it when you don't like it. And other people, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I want to tell you bye bye.